I'm so happy.
Yeah. Is this Sayori?
Yeah.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works stuff out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
Fucking foreshadowing, like, right away.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. I see the bitrate going bad. Let me see. Oh no, it seems fine.
Okay, if you...
I almost slept again! But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that and you were thinking about ignoring me? Oh, that's mean, Dylan.
Well, if people stare at you for being a little bitch baby and also a plug, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the... We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Dylan, have you decided on what club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, and I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Fuck yeah.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Oh my god.
Alright,
oh my god,
alright.
it's so... They're laying it on thick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sherry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sherry must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah!
There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is the evil vice president of the literature club, and I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything, and...
Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Dylan, what a nice surprise.
Welcome to the club. How does she know your name? Did they tell her? Or
No,
did
we
she
went to
just know?
we went to school in the same class last year.
Oh.
All
right,
words
right,
escape
right,
me
right.
in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Ah!
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki!
What? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. We've got to make sure she's not actually a guy. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her. She gets all moody and shit.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Dylan.
Monica smiles. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league.
So we didn't really explain how we were doing this. I just realized we just went into like playing the same game again.
That's right.
So I guess what we're doing is we're going on a new route, and then we're finishing the true ending of the game.
Yes.
And then we're gonna play the new content.
Yes.
So yeah.
So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Dylan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I will.
Then how about I make some tea as well? I
girl-
love making tea.
I'm going to make some tea. Natsuki! The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes directed to both little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I,
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Nice. Made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. I mean, Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Ah, I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. No, that's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Meow.
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing and the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
No, don't do this.
I forgot you could do that.
Personally enjoy it and make something special out of it.
And then we just stare at each other for a bit. Yeah. This is nice.
This is wallpaper.
Yeah.
And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monika's really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Oh, You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow from this club before we graduate. Oh yeah, definitely.
I always read it as that, but she says we grow this club before we graduate, as in get more people,
Yeah.
and I always thought I always read it as grow
Oh,
from
yeah.
the... It's so weird, I'm not just the only one that reads it like that.
Right, everyone? Someone has returned, said Brian.
Oh.
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone
Fuckers.
enthusiastically agrees, especially Natsuki. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal.
Fuck yeah!
She's still going. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three.
I'm so pumped up!
Maybe that's why Natsuki is so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with,
yeah!
with Natsuki's level of enthusiasm about everything.
So Dylan, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I must quietly to myself, half joking. Did someone say manga? Fuck yeah! Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
That can change. What am I saying? I
Why
spoke
do you
without
say in such
thinking
a
after
high-pitched
seeing
voice?
Yuri's. Yes, well, I'm sorry, Yuri. This is all very exciting. Anyway, how about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories
Stories
with
with
deep
deep
psychological
psychological
elements
elements
usually
really
immerse me as well. Stop fucking reading my
Sorry.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate in taking advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? My god, stop. I guess you could say that.
Yeah, what's her deal?
But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called,
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet. You gonna cry?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your hearts. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Leave me alone!
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, no, sorry.
No, it's perfect.
Oh, I thought you like...
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment, like little bitch
God
boys.
damn!
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. I'm a great president. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other.
I remember the first time we played this, you were like, yeah, what a great club, let's just fucking go home.
Some things never change. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus,
Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dylan?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What is that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
I love Yuri's.
She's like,
look.
She's like, ooh.
Oh, really? But, I'm sorry. I thought.
Dylan.
You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with it.
Beautiful women.
Right! Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah! One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yay, I'm so happy!
Siri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. Oh shit, sorry, Han. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official.
Time for the hair-eating ritual.
Yeah,
Eat up, Natsuki.
Time for time for fucking Natsuki to fuck Monica in the ass, apparently.
She's thinking about it.
Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write poems to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over
Yes!
at me
Such
once
a good
more.
club president! Fuck yeah! Dylan, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Sorry, I'm trying to spice this up.
Yeah! No, keep going. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Don't worry, it's gonna diverge in a second. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Dylan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Yeah, you already know what to do on these, so...
Okay, right. Oh, it auto-saves now as well. So we make a little savey here. So last time, we did Natsuki first. Now we're gonna do Yuri. So it's like...
Your favorite.
Yeah, I know you've always liked her. So Yuri likes all the smart-sounding words, like climax and tenacious.
Like climax.
And melancholy and judgment and graveyard.
Graveyard.
And despise and existence and kitty and intellectual and determination. And fucking analysis and also boop and disown and just, you know,
Holy
grief.
shit.
Oh, grief is Sayori because she's so sad. Get it? Oh, now the poem's ruined.
Yeah. Oh shit. After image.
Yeah, and unrestrained aura, electricity, philosophy, ambient, yeah, thank you, uncontrollable contamination, which is what my bedroom is like on a Tuesday night. Haha, I'm so fucking funny.
Hi again, Dylan!
I mean, hi again, Dylan! Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Dylan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
I'm on to you, bitch.
And last year, too.
And the year before that. And the year before that.
And then the year before that. God, you're such a bitch. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
Or what?
But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature. God.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Dylan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so fucking messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once, so don't even...
Yes, so...
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
Clearly not.
I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Dylan can become good friends too.
Sayori? As usual, Shiro seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Oh, wait, Sayori.
Huh? Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to find Yuri's eyes. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her
I made
bag
you
and
some
pulls
tea.
out a...
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's like, how to read for stupid.
That was stupid fucking idiots that were just born yesterday.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read Green Eggs and Ham.
And it has big pictures and a nice big font with one word per page.
And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading, ever. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the Green Eggs and Ham book.
Whew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some at the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. You shit, and Natsuki will be fine. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
Yeah, sometimes I forget how to read. That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
I'm just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon! Haha!
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down.
It's just like, wait. Wait until the part where he doesn't want to eat them on a train. It'll blow your mind.
It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Green Eggs and Ham. There's an ominous looking egg symbol on the front cover.
Okay, you can stop. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give everything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Is this a real book, by the way?
It might be later. Wink, wink.
What the fuck are you what's it called?
What, Portrait of Markov?
Portrait of Markov.
you guys know. You guys know what's up.
Oh, no I don't. I just realized it was a fake book. It sounded really interesting.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's, I'm glad you said that, Daniel. Wink,
Yeah.
wink. You, the chat knows, you guys know.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
What's
Are
funny?
you not a fan of that sort of thing, Dylan?
What's funny? What did you find?
Oh, it's like a book about Doki Doki.
No, it's not. Oh, fucking never mind.
It literally is.
No, it's not that. Okay, maybe it is. Fucking fine. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry.
Well, okay, what do you fucking I hope so.
Yeah, I totally
You're like,
forgot that you...
everybody in the chat knows besides Daniel here. Like, what?
Yeah, you're all embarrassed now. It's okay. Yeah, I
I'm
totally
not.
forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just it's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, yeah. Sorry, I'm burpy. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, the Fire Nation attacked. No, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their own one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat
Like
next to
really
Yuri's.
Like really close to her.
It's just like on her lap. Like, this is alright, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Bat's eyelashes.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I see and understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. I'm sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. That's too hard to say. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides in her thumb and flips to her side. But in holding it like this, I huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, bro. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision.
It's just like, Yuri, move your boobs away. I can't read the bottom of the page.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
These silly old things.
She just like takes them and places them on the side of the desk. Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer.
Little baby boy, taking you a bit longer.
It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
yeah, fucking right. It's the least we can continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to the side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. They're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Dylan, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that...
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything! Sorry, I really didn't know I was so conscious of this sort of thing. I guess I more meant it that it's kind of cute.
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everybody! Clap your hands! Oh, yeah! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh shit, we didn't write anything, bro! we might not have enough time to wait if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
She said with a smile.
It's not... It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
Oh!
Alright. It's so funny how she just goes, ah! Ah! Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer Andy read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way, but I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd rather read.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters on your own time.
Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Mental note? Just use a fucking bookmark.
Bookmark! Yeah, what the fuck?
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Oh shit, I didn't fucking win.
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I don't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit.
Monica.
Oh, she's so high at fucking handwriting. That's Suki.
Oh
Yuri
my
would like to
God,
make
her
it for it as
handwriting.
well. Reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Ooh. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that? Huh?
Did I say it out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. No, I just copied everything you did.
Yeah, really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh.
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
So she goes off on her thing now that she says, won't no matter what you write, so
Yeah.
this is just some bullshit.
Yeah. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. No, I really like how clean that was. It was perfect. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Because she's she's like embarrassed at the thought that someone, because she feels like she's worked so hard to be this, and this is like her whole like identity.
Yeah.
So she's like, some fucking guy who's never written one before can be as good as her. She's like, well, actually, the writing and the yeah. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
You read it.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside the poem area to continue.
Wow, that last line was very weird, but... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you so long to read.
Well, I just don't read anything very often. I just think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Dylan.
Bat's eyelashes. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Dylan.
Ah, me too. Right, who should we do next?
Natsuki.
Oh, this is great, yeah. Hmm?
Dylan, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Hush?
What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this. You think I'm stupid.
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously.
Oh, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring on the feeling on the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? They're all 18.
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, as long as they're 18 or over, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. So that's like more... She doesn't necessarily dislike your poem, it's just she associates that with like people that look down on her and shit.
Yeah.
So she looks at it and she goes, oh, you're one of those, and she's like,
yeah. No, I get it, Dylan.
Hi,
Dylan!
I just want to say, I just like saying it to everyone, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good! Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, we'll just always do poems. I'm always listening.
I'm always listening.
Don't be worried. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. You should write short stories. Choose your own adventure stories.
I want to share your poem. Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Meow.
Don't worry, Dylan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of behavior that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Dylan. I just looked at it for like 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Dylan. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. Mm-hmm.
Shut up! I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Really metaphorical.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I kind of like that too, to be honest. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. What were you
Don't
gonna
worry
say?
so much about that.
Were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh.
You do your own thing. I misread dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay.
Oh,
I'd love to see you try new things.
I get it. Oh, it's really boring. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. You know, oh my god.
That's just the best way to kind of style. Oh god, I'm so bored. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. That's exactly what he's gonna do. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
And she knows it too. She's telling you not to try and impress them.
Oh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see! I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realised now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Nice. So, what do you think?
It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you tried so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink.
That's sweeter than sweet.
So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
And that's how I now write my scripts.
Yay! Powerful messaging in the video game. Thanks for listening, Dylan.
And nobody else.
This is a good poem, Dylan. Are you sure this is your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I'd have to be some kind of...
Poemist.
I guess you're right. But that's why you impress me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote this one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the camera.
Bwop, bwop, bwop,
Bwah,
bwop, bwop.
bwah. Well, of course.
Man, you know what she fucking meant. Jesus Christ.
Yeah! I'm not really into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. He's just a dick to Sayori for no reason the whole time.
See? It's like I said before, Dylan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new stuff like this for other people? That's something only you're... That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I agree with this thought bubble. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Mwah.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Mwah.
Yay!
Stop it! Tickles!
Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Not really.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out
Kissing
of
my
bed.
forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes.
Yeah, if you're gonna read in that voice.
Yeah, if you're gonna read in that voice, leave it to the professionals, alright?
Yeah.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could
sleep forever.
But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit. Do a yes or no question. That's not how it works. It's against the rules.
I forgot to do it last night.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you got to do it last time. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monicac's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Whew! I think my heart stopped. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Is this everyone judging me for my mediocre writing abilities? Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows
I can't
furrow
wait for
in
the
frustration.
second version of this.
Yeah, it's so good. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Nah, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant... Oh yeah, she didn't know. The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Dylan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me.
Ooh.
I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Dylan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Dylan appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dylan started showing up. Natsuki!
What?
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Dylan... She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Another user too said, I pull up, I pull up, I pull up.
Okay, I pull up, 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 okay, I pull up.
Help me explain that to her, Dylan. Why do you keep on skipping?
Oh, sorry.
Fuck! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Dylan? reluctantly agrees. Well,
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me! So of course that's going to be... Natsuki! You're right that I liked your poem.
see,
Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean, young lady. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
that's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Oh, well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's... right there. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh.
But Natsuki, come here. Right, you took it way too far.
Natsuki, come here, come here, come here, come here, right? Come. Ow!
Yuri
too
means
far.
well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding?
This is the lovely beating up Natsuki music.
Yeah. That's exactly what I did. You stupid idiot. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Go
Come
to
here.
your room.
Ow! Okay, maybe I should joke about that.
Yeah.
You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her stupid side that nobody
Oh
wanted.
shit, I just realized who I was making that, like, joke to. Fuck! Oh, that's bad. I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
Yeah. She's trapped, at this point being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her, in a way.
Sometimes, when I'm hurt, it helps me to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, did you take an Ambien before you came to class today?
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now.
And then Sayori's like,
No, wait, Natsuki, come back.
without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and
Man,
storms
she got
out.
it so bad here. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we should have done the other route. It's just the way. It's just the way it is, you know. I'm just-
Like, everybody misunderstood what she was doing, and she was, like, clearly right. And she was like, I wasn't doing that at all.
And
What
it's
the
like,
fuck?
Natsuki, I think that's enough. And then Monica comes in with her teeth circle and her eyebrows.
Tooth circle.
Yeah, like her little thingy that's just like white, tiny circle that's like... On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Aww.
Natsuki!
You're my best
She
friend.
She really didn't need to do that.
Yeah, there's
God, she's
3
hot.
Natsukis.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her own desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No! Yuri! How could anyone not have gone frustrated after being treated like
Oh
that?
my god!
You handled it as well as anyone could with that monster fucking infesting our classroom. I don't think any less of you. It's her I'm worried about.
Well, alright, I believe you. Yeah, you're a monster if you take the Yuri route.
Yeah.
Yuri, my beloved. Fuck
Yeah.
that Natsuki girl. Whereas in the Natsuki round, it's like, oh,
Oh,
I do like
Yuri,
Natsuki,
respectfully.
but I'm trying with Yuri, but she's not talking to me, so fuck it, I guess. Thanks, Dylan. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that, oh my god, really? That one thing that Natsuki said? Probably, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So...
Huh? What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm gonna
Who is the T? Oh, good idea. Make enough for more than one person. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's all of us. All 4.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. All 4 of you.
My least favorite color is pink. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was... fuck.
It's okay, Satsuki. No one cares.
Dylan, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with all 3 of you.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Wait, fucking really? And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So, your poems will turn out better.
I think so myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poem
things
everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can just at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I know who I don't want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Dylan, let's walk home.
Sure, let's go, crazy lady I've never met in my life. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Another Yuzu2 said, bro, you're literally an incel or some shit in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what every main character in these kind of harem games are like. They're just like these like really shitty, awful people are like, oh my god, women!
And then the women are, you just end up like soccer with like 12 girlfriends just by accident.
Yeah, and then they all love you, and they're just like, oh yeah.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki.
No, it's funny because it's like, oh yeah, these women, all where I want them, and then it's
and
usually
they're pleased
like,
to be there.
And no, it's usually like they get into like a precarious situation with you where they're clearly like wanting to like fuck you or whatever, and then the main character just does everything possible to like reject it, even though he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Does that kind of thing happen often?
Oh my god, women! Sam!
Zam!
It's another user too.
No, shut up.
Get that thought out of your head.
That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that.
There's something I just need to look up.
That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Woo! Woo! You know, Dylan, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too.
That's Oh!
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Women. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the head like a good little dog. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue pet sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Actually, that's kind of weird. Why you do that?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
got
fucking
it.
incel.
He's got issues. Alright,
Yeah.
just use more universe.
Yeah,
fucking-
why not a game that focuses on his internal issues, huh?
Oh no, Sayori is extraordinary. This whole poem's ruined.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not gonna get the achievement for writing a perfect poem for Yuri.
No!
Oh, Natsuki's fantasy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Sayori's hopeless. Get it? Because she's hopeless.
Yeah, it should have been frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crimson.
Uh,
Unrequited. That'll obviously be
yeah.
Sayori.
That would be... No.
Depression is Sayori.
Ambient.
Yes. Heaven Sent.
Let me see.
Night Game? No. Destiny.
Intellectual.
Tenacious.
Oh.
Uncontrollable. Okay, hopefully that was good enough. Kind of fucked that
Yeah, I'm
up.
pretty sure. You got I'm assuming it's just whoever you get most.
Yeah. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Yeah, if it's like more than half of the words you chose, I think you're good. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Dylan.
Yo, Sayori, what's up, motherfucking main
what?
man? Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess you're pretty simple too, aren't
God,
you?
just shut the fuck up. She's depressed. Leave her alone.
But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry.
So what?
Will you come with me to buy snack?
No thanks.
Eh. That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why, that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and let its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I fucking knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
Oh, it's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you, I don't know, spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Oh, but there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Oh, what's that? Oh, what now? Are you gonna cry? Oh, you think that's gonna work?
I genuinely can't handle how horrible this character is. There's another user here. I don't think he's that bad.
It's only because you played Salvation.
Ethan says, hey, it could be worse. It's not Salvation, MC. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I've seen way worse.
Kindred Spirits.
Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Fuck you.
Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in like a little creep. Her face in her book as always. Fucking bitch.
Don't call me that.
How did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Or anything. I wasn't listening. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Dylan to let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't get me involved in that, Sari. Besides, Dylan's perfect. You should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Yeah. Hey, all the ice melted in my ice machine. Fuck!
Oh no!
That's fine, it's not your fault.
I'm sorry though.
Yeah, it does suck,
Oh.
but don't stress out too much. Just tell the manager it's fine.
Okay.
I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
Ooh.
Yuri, tell Dylan to lend me some money, okay?
Some chroma.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You're right, though.
That's my favorite line now.
I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution?
Bad!
Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil. I guess there's a devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Siri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. Fuck. So I had to trick.
It's saying fuck after everything funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pwap!
What was a cookie?
A little bitch baby. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Oh, Chris.
Oh fuck! It's the two girls and the Natsuki
Cookie that nobody wanted.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Siri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just fucking eat it! Siri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Siri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
Well, yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Siri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did he seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Ha ha ha.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular and all.
Wink wink.
Eh? You don't think she...
You're such a fucking baby sometimes, I swear, said Brian. Oh no, another user too said Monica's gone setting up the rope.
The what?
No! The rope!
Oh, the rope. Rope.
No.
Fight the sad rope, fight the power. She has a
Yeah.
piece.
Rope!
Fight the power.
She has
Penis? I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined.
a... That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Can you guys stop with this, like, weird, like, fucking rope sexual tension? Like, this is weird, guys. Chat's going off today.
Oh, that's hot. Keep going.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me.
Well, that was idiotic. Well, that was idiotic. Off to hang myself. Watch and learn, says another user too.
Oh my god. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Ah! Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
I just remembered when we first played it, you were just like, my last period today was study hall, and you kept reading it wrong. It's like, what kept you up, Monica? Oh, my period.
Yeah. Brian, for some reason, said, remember Baby Bottle Pop? That candy was fucking F- tier gross. I swear to the gods.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, really? You didn't have that over here? It's
Yeah,
just some, like,
unfortunately.
it's like candy in the shape of a pacifier, and you dip stuff in it. It's whatever.
Oh, we have something kind of similar, I guess, but it's nice.
No clue what that is. Oh, okay. That makes sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
Yeah, that's funny.
What? I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano.
Ooh.
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! No, ring pops are better.
You should play something for us, Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dylan.
Out of the way! Monica smells sweetly. Ah.
Yep.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Brian said, yeah, let me suck on a sucky on a ring that I have all the fucking slobber drip down on my hand like the animal I was meant to be.
Brian, I'm streaming. Hey, not now.
Brian, just don't wear them on your finger. It's fine. Kira would love ring pops, probably. That is true. Oh, did you get that on your hand? Let me look at it. Dylan's laughing, but he does not get it.
Yeah! Oh.
So, I didn't miss anything, did I? You literally skipped your own dialogue.
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow almost finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her
Ethan
book.
said Dylan
and
loves
Natsuki
Persona 4.
disappeared.
It's probably not the same!
What's Persona 4? Hey Yuri.
I don't know.
Sounds stupid. Ah. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no. I was kind of... hang on. Pixely screen.
Oh no.
Man, hang on. Maybe I can... Yeah, there we go. While I'm relaxing, I can read it now. I was
Nice.
kind of just waiting for you.
Ah, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Ah, yes, let's. Actually, I have like a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Damn, she does say it a lot.
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf.
It's a fucking
the
ring
kind
pop.
with
Who
a
cares? You don't have
filter
to
inside.
wear it. Fine.
It's not a real ring.
That's just what they advertise you to do. Just be a rebel and not wear it. It's just a lollipop. Can you hold on to this for a second?
Sure.
Oh no, you're gonna spill the tea all over her.
Her boobies. She's like, oh no, now I'm all see-through. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch
Another
her
user
movements.
says, Sam!
To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism. She's 18, Zam. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay. May I have some... I was good. May I have some water, please? It's like, sure. Okay. May I have the water pitcher? May I have some Wawa, please? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Oh, I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Another user too said, Sam, she's 7? This is a really red-pilled stream. We should put a red-pilled warning at the beginning of this. Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Please? Where are you two off to, huh?
We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realised how weird this sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. It's very important to me. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping Dylan? With helping Dylan... Wait, with helping involve Dylan in club activities? Okay.
There's nothing wrong with helping Dylan.
Eh?
My mouth gapes. Ugh.
Bye! Look at my butt. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
I refuse to
She's like,
open
I'm
my...
not even-
I'm not even gonna...
Not looking at your butt. Well, then let's go, Dylan.
Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. She, like, crashes into all the desks, and, like, I'm
Brian
not...
said, why would I not wear it like a ring? when it's
Oh my
supposed
God.
to be worn like a ring. Because
It's
you
not a real
literally
ring,
said-
it's fine, you can eat it, it's fine!
You literally said the exact reason why you wouldn't want to wear it. You literally don't have to.
Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Eats ring pop without it being worn. Perhaps I was too harsh. I just something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. She's
I
the
get it.
problem. I think you did the right thing.
Yeah, she is
would-
the problem, to be fair.
I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Dylan, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect, except for me, of course. We have emotions and can't always hide them away. But you
Oh, no.
always amplify things in your head.
Oh
Your
my God.
mind turns into a light rain shower, into a hurricane.
He's turning into Chad. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you?
Why would I hate you?
I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Dylan, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Dylan, do you like oolong tea?
I've always
never
been
had it.
more of a jasmine man myself. I can't do Uncle Iroh's voice.
I've always been more of a jasmine man myself.
Jasmine! Oh, yeah. Anything is fine.
Jasmine!
I will find my way!
Okay,
I will
Brian
go the
said, but I
distance.
can just eat a cinnamon sucker instead, like sweet with a bit of spice to it.
You're a cinnamon
Fuck
sucker.
yeah, baby, all in. Look, man, we're just talking about this hypothetical situation where you eat a fucking ring pop, okay? You don't have to eat a fucking ring pop. It's fine. I'm not arguing for ring pops in any particular way. I'm just arguing that you don't have to wear it when you eat it.
Very well.
What does it mean to be truly good? And can somebody be truly evil? Donald Goofy!
Darkness. Huh? What?
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature
Very
on the
well.
kettle to 200 degrees.
Every fucking movie does that, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
Like, nobody has a kettle like that. You really do this properly, don't you?
I'm a little teapot.
Oh,
Of course.
oh, sorry, I was just singing a little tune to myself.
I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything.
Woohoo! And I don't know what that laugh is either.
Ooh!
It's an anime thing.
It's an owl
In that
laugh.
case, it's a manga thing, actually.
Manga.
More like. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Oh, perhaps I will. Sorry, I went too fast. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins singing a little tune to herself. To my surprise, she seems humming. Oh, that she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so?
Just tip me over and pull me out.
I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Well, it's you who's around anyway.
Ah. It's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Dylan. It's very endearing.
That's...
Doesn't she say this like exact same thing in the second part, but like kind of fucked up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour her cup of tea for each of us.
Dylan, I have another request. Do you mind if we... Oh my god. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Under the windowsill next to the manga shelf. I don't know, no one else is using it. Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back.
Because my
Oh
boobies
God.
boobies are so big. Oh.
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I try to do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my Ah! Mamma mia.
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough.
Oh, no. They
Oh,
force
no,
you to
no,
do
you
the
can't joke about
They
that.
force you to do the Yuri route a little bit on the second playthrough. That's why. This
Yeah,
is
so, and we're gonna see what happens if you do the Yuri route on the second thing as well.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my
Fucking
bag.
maniac.
Fucking wanna come. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. Oh, we're not gonna see that. Never mind. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the
Mamma
tea.
mia, I need to eat pizza and pasta, said Brian.
Brian, that's... Brian. Slow down.
Oh, it's because I said Mamma mia.
Yeah, no, Brian,
Okay, I thought he said it completely.
Brian just likes to say that.
Mamma mia, I need to eat pizza and pasta.
Oh. Just a crazy old man in a cell, look at you. Yeah, you like that? Drops rice on the floor.
I'm a little teacup. Oh man, he's so far gone.
Yuri and I
Stop
then sit
spoiling
against the wall.
Avatar for everybody, fuck!
Teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri is always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Oh my god, stop. Yeah, just start opening your mouth like you get the Venom symbiote on your face. Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. No go, bro. I briefly let go of the book to
Wait,
finish
do you
opening
still
the wrapper.
do you still pop the chocolate in her mouth in this?
Yeah. You can have
Oh
as
my
much as you
God,
want.
why? Oh, that's...
Oh, you're gonna love the festival preparation thing with hers.
Oh God. That's okay. I won't take any.
Huh? You sure?
Well... If I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. Oh, it's a reversal. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. I love the little dust particles, like, floating.
Me too.
This looks so nice.
Yeah.
She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case...
Sam next to times 2 says another user 2.
Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here! I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yeah, I love that when she widens her eyes. That's one of my favourites. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Dylan.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Huh, that's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right?
Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri...
Could just stop.
Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I know you can just not do it. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths.
Don't look at my chest.
I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. Yeah, she's like, ah! But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Oh my god!
That's so well done. I love that. The way it cuts so... Oh, it's brilliant. It's so good.
Okay, everyone!
Ooh-ah!
Ah!
Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Dylan, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? And, Yuri, you have to...
Put that away.
Yeah, just spit that out.
It's not real chocolate. Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cops.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking do that. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up.
Should we end it here? It's 11:34.
Oh yeah, let's end it here.
Cool. We're already like more than halfway, right?
Yeah, because
Wow.
it's because obviously the other two are gonna be super quick in comparison.
Yeah. Zam! See you later.
Zam. Ba-bam-ba-bam. Let's see what you've written for today. And she's like covered in chocolate. That was really fun. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, it was fun.
Ethan says Monica hearts. This chocolate piece is so tiny. This is giving me snow grape vibes.